Ali continues to try to tie his man up. Zach Clayton separates him. Wild left hand, vicious hook. There's a real strong right hand just underneath the heart. And Muhammad Ali is taking some punishment now. About 25 seconds left in the round. Ali feints left, throws the straight right hand. That right hand lead has George Foreman slightly confused, but a straight left jab thrown by Foreman has Ali in the corner. Ali dances back, hangs on. What a tremendous pace in round number one. The hook to the body of Muhammad Ali. Zach Clayton, the referee, separates him. About 8 seconds left in the round. Round one, Foreman and Ali, ending round one.
Well, let's ask the man who's fought him, Joe Frazier. What did you think of that round?
Well, I would say that the round was very even. I think the round was very close.
You wouldn't call that round for Ali?
No, it's pretty even. It's like they're hitting some pretty good shots in there also. I'd say about 2 or 3 good shots in the face, but George landed body shots also.
So you'd call that one even?
Here we go, round up. Leans out, takes advantage of the reach. Foreman tries to work the body. Neither one of those punches did any damage. None of those punches are doing any damage at all. None, absolutely none. There's a light flicking left hand to the face of George Foreman. Foreman pushing the head back of Ali, and Ali hangs on. This hanging on tactic is important for Muhammad Ali, who must take a breather now and then.
When Ali got out there and he found out he wasn't moving too good, the rings were soft, the ring mat was soft, the ring ropes were loose. The heat was intense, incredible heat, just felt like it was oppressing you, humidity. And he said, boy, if I run, I'm going to get tired. And this guy ain't hurt me. And he found out he could take his shots and it didn't hurt him. Ali was one tough human being.
Still cannot see if it's coffee at all. George Foreman continues to stalk Ali. Tries to get through with a straight left jab, an improved left jab. There's a vicious, awkward, but very powerful hooks, both hands.
When Ali came back from his retirement, he discovered something. He no longer had the reflexes, he no longer had the speed to avoid punches, but he discovered something else. Those punches didn't hurt him. So now his stamina, his conditioning, and the fact that he could take these great shots to the chin made him a different kind of champion, a battling kind of champion rather than a running kind of champion. Those were the years when Ali really had to fight for everything he had.
Oh, a great left hand, an over and under combination, left hand and then the right on the jaw, taken by the champion George Foreman. There's the left hand in the eye of Foreman. Ali scoring some punches here. These punches are not hurting him that he's taking on the side of the head. 30 seconds left in round two. Look at Ali, continues to talk and talk. Definitely serious, tremendous combination by Muhammad Ali. The left hand and then that straight right to the jaw. He's trying to do the damage with the left jab, the lightning flicking left to the right eye of George Foreman. 10 seconds left in round number two. Now he's pulling what he did against Joe Frazier, shaking his head. No, he says. The left hand gets through again. There's the bell, ending round two.
Rope-a-dope is a matter of him laying on the ropes, being able to block the punches like this. Anything, if you throw it to the body, he'd come down like this. If you throw it to the head, he'd come up like this. In the meantime, he's looking right between his glove to see what his opponent getting ready to throw and what he could counter himself.
Muhammad Ali is punishing George Foreman even though he is on the rope. He is getting some tremendous blows in, and at some point that can tell on Foreman.
Is Foreman vulnerable to the blows Ali's been striking, do you think?
I would say, well, yeah, that's no.
We were able to observe a little bit of puffiness under the left eye of George Foreman, the left eye, not the right eye.
The first round, all of us yelled ourselves hoarse, trying to get him to get off the ropes. Don't get on the ropes. Move. Go either side. You're a dancer. Move. And when he got back to the corner, holler at him. And he would just say, shut up, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I mean, he just didn't pay attention to anybody. Well, he took the shots, and to his credit, he didn't take many.
Ali is getting away with hanging on to the head of Foreman. Foreman will push and try to set up his punch. Watch him push. There's the right hand. When he pushes, he tries to do it off of that. That's his secret. Continues to work downstairs on Muhammad Ali. Round three, very close. Heavyweight championship fight. Ali on the left. Foreman misses the right hand. Ali scores with his own right. Foreman setting him up against the rope. What a vicious, fast combination by Ali. Ali definitely showing the hand speed in this fight. There's the chant. but that punch did no damage again, taking it to the head of Muhammad Ali. But that punch did. Look at him whispering in the ear of Foreman. Why he continues to taunt him. Ali super confident. Foreman looks unusually slow with his hands. But look at this now. All of a sudden he opens up. 4 punches downstairs on Ali. Ali, of course, has protection around that area he was being hit by. Ali showing the ability to punch inside against George Foreman. Now the fighters move across the ring. A right hand lead by Foreman this time. Another right hand. A good right hand taken on the left side of the cheek, on the jaw of Muhammad Ali. That was the best punch so far for George Foreman. I don't know if you saw it, but it did spin the head around of Muhammad Ali. Have to say the heaviest punch so far was definitely landed by Foreman in that exchange. Ali trying to hang on. Might have been just stunned by that blow. Vicious right hand goes whistling by the nose of Ali. Ali continues to talk to George Foreman. Continues to talk, continues to taunt. 30 seconds left in round number 3. Foreman looking for his opening to unload that left hand underneath the heart of Ali and drop the right. There he goes with the right, but it just didn't land that time. Very even fight. 10 seconds left now in round 3. Ali showing his combination. The hand speed, left, combination to the head of Foreman. Foreman again takes the right hand, right on the left side of the head. The bell ends round 3.
Well, anyway, there, that fight, would you say that round went, in fact, to Muhammad Ali?
I would say, yeah, that's his round.
That round went to Muhammad Ali. John Daly, the man behind the fight, is here. We'll ask him in the next round.
Here we go, round 4. Muhammad Ali looks to be the fresher of the two at this point. This is the furthest that George Foreman has gone in a fight since 1972. He's in the 4th round against Muhammad Ali, the dancing master with tremendous hand speed. The left hand scores again. Foreman looking for the opportunity. Has a tremendous look of determination. Staggered! Foreman staggered! Definitely! Right on the button! Right on the jaw of George Foreman!
So he starts banging real hard, jabs, and you look at the film, you start seeing these bombs landing off of George, and George taking a step backwards and sort of hesitating in his thing, and all of a sudden, we're getting the idea, hey, this guy's getting tired. This guy is not hurting our guy, but it took us about 3 rounds. At least 3 rounds for anybody in the corner would quit hollering, get off the ropes.
Intended target, the jaw of Ali. Foreman tries to score. Ali ties him up in tight. Zach Clayton doing the job separating the fighters. Ali rifles a right to the head of Foreman. Foreman tied up. Ali is getting away with it, tying his man up. There's Ali facing him. Foreman, the strength in his back, you can see as he tries to work downstairs on Ali. Ali hanging on and continues to get away with it. Ali looks a bit concerned, but what would you expect in there against George Foreman? Foreman not scoring these punches at all. Light pouring punches, unusual for George Foreman. Maybe the heat is getting to George Foreman as his leg at that point looked a bit on the rubbery side. Ali scores a right hand missed. The second one just clipped Ali in the back of the head. Muhammad Ali with that straight left hand. Now the left hook trying to catch the right eye of George Foreman, no doubt about it. Ali hanging on behind the head. Foreman hasn't been able to push Ali off and set him up. Misses the right hand. Ali is definitely confusing him. 30 seconds left in round 4. Foreman continues to come on. Ali backs up. Not as much circling as we expected. Ali hanging tough, not coming in and moving out. Left hand misses, goes over the shoulder of Ali, and again Ali hangs on. Zach Clayton, the referee, separates the 2 fighters. There's the vicious left. No real serious damage done. Ali is getting his hand up. The wild left by the jaw of Ali. Look at Foreman's face. He does look tired. He doesn't have the bounce in his legs. Misses again. The bell ends round 4.
By the end of the 4th round, he just came back confident in the corner and said, I got this guy now. I can knock him out anytime I want to. And, Angelo's, do it now. Who wants to wait around till it starts to rain? And he said, no, I think I'm going to have some fun first.
And the other tribute you had for us was for the referee, right?
I would say Zach did a very good job, especially against...
Here we go. The bell sounds. Round number 5. Ali stood through part of the round as he allows Foreman to back him up. Foreman scored a pretty good right hand that time to the body of Muhammad Ali. Ali's face showing no signs of being hit at all as he takes a light left hand. There's a straight left hand thrown by Ali. Face of Foreman beginning to look marked. No cuts, nobody's been down. We're in round 5. Foreman definitely has a puffy right eye. Straight left hand taken by Foreman. Ali continues to talk to him. Foreman trying to back Ali up and really throws the right hand to the body of Muhammad Ali. Doesn't seem to bother Ali as Ali stands on his toes, works downstairs, goes downstairs. Good left hook by Ali, good left hook by Foreman. Again, the right hand of Ali is going to the left side of the face of Foreman as the infighting is really better for Muhammad Ali, upstairs anyway.
Careful, careful, careful.
Here's some real good shots to the body thrown by Foreman. Foreman on the left of your screen, Ali on the right. Ali leans up against the ropes. Right hand taken on the gloves by Ali. There's a real wild right hand taken in the back of the head of Ali. Foreman with that wild right again. Ali looks like he's trying to rest in this round. His punches are not doing any damage, though. Vicious right thrown to the body of Ali. Wild right misses the head of Ali. The left taken on the glove of Ali, the right glove. Foreman pouring. Foreman trying to set him up. Trying to set him up to the body. Ali does look tired now.
He took shots that he could have avoided. Had he been younger, he would have avoided them. But now he took them, almost invited them in several exchanges, almost to tell the other guy, hey, you can't hurt me. Go ahead and hit, George, you can't hurt me. And of course, George hit all he could, and he did hurt him. But the hurt was not evident until years later.
Foreman just working the body, hasn't hit Ali except once to the face. Neither fighter has been down. Ali picks it up a little bit, about 40 seconds left in round number 5. Goodness, twist left, the combination by Ali lands in the head of Foreman. Foreman with that right. Ali throws a good pass, a good right, backs up Foreman. Backs him up in his back. Foreman's nothing it. Foreman tries to look. Ali throws to the right. Foreman gets back to the left. Foreman hit again. Foreman has been hit 3 or 4 times. Misses a wild left hand. Ali showing tremendous strength. There's the ball. Ending round 5. By far the best round of the fight.
Ali was unbelievable. I thought he was hurt. I thought his body was hurt. He came back. He hit Foreman with everything, and he winked at me.
Here we go with round number 6. There was some confusion in between rounds as officials and attendants are tightening up the ropes to prevent Ali from leaning back. And Angelo Dundee, the trainer of Ali, came racing across the ring and really did some yelling.
What made the ropes looser was the heat, the intense heat, especially with the lights from the TV. And they didn't have enough turnbuckle space to tighten.
They're still screaming back and forth about the ropes, whether they want them tight or loose. Zach Clayton separates the 2 fighters. Ali goes headhunting again. Oh, a great left hand taken on the face of George Foreman. Ali scored 3 in a row that time. Foreman's right eye looking to be closed. Ali has tremendous look of confidence on that face. These punches are landing, bouncing off the eye of the heavyweight champion of the world, George Foreman. Foreman has his work cut out for him. Ali gets a hand from the tremendous crowd here at 20th of May Stadium. Now Ali backs up against the ropes, takes a low blow, not intended by George Foreman. Light left on the break by Ali. Foreman has no steam in any of those punches, and you don't need me to tell you that. Ali leans on him. Ali sits back on the ropes and tells Foreman to come in. Foreman looks like, well, a bit arm weary until that right hand is trying to set Ali up. Ali doing exactly what he's actually not supposed to do, leaning up against the ropes and taking the punches. of the heavy-hitting George Foreman. Foreman doesn't really look to have that tremendous punch anymore, but I'm sure that when he gets a little respite here, as they're cruising a little bit now in round 6, that he'll be able to deliver the thundering, booming, rifling shots that he's capable of delivering at any time. A minute left in round 6. Muhammad is allowing Foreman to come in on him, inviting him in and counter-punching, inviting him in, talking to him. Angelo Dundee screaming from the corner, Ali, get off those ropes. But Ali continues to talk to Foreman. Straight left hand on the chin of George Foreman. Foreman paws in. He's looking for room to unload that right hand. 30 seconds left in the round. Now Ali squares away. Watch him box. He loves to put on combinations in the last few seconds of the round. Right hand misses. That right hand scored by Ali. Look at these combinations that Ali lands. The speed of Ali to this point has outclassed the strength and booming punches of Foreman. Neither fighter has been down. Round 6.
This man got experience, this man got a youth. It's all depends how you've been trained for him. And he's fighting smart, real smart.
Yes, I'd hate to predict any fight, but my goodness, those people who said Foreman would win in a flash have certainly been proved wrong. Those people who said...
Here we go, round number 7, and the fighters can't wait to get at each other. As this time, Big Foreman comes stalking across the ring, delivering some light hooks to the body of Ali that certainly are doing no problems or causing any problems to Muhammad Ali. Ali spins him around out of the corner now. Ali is definitely in command as far as the movement in the ring is concerned. Foreman looking for the opportunity to unload. It's the left hand again in the face of Foreman. Definitely Ali is scoring more punches than George Foreman. The punches to the body of Ali are not hurting him. They're not taking a toll. The man is in tremendous physical condition in that part of his body. Of course, George Foreman tries to work again inside on Ali. Ali pushes his hand away. Again, Ali ties up George Foreman. Foreman doesn't look to have that good bounce in his leg anymore. But of course, Foreman being the one-punch artist that he is, who knows what might happen as the rounds continue. We're in round number 7, midway through. Straight left and a good right hand taken on the side of the head. The tactic by Ali is to jab with the left, throw the right hand, and hang on. George Foreman, of course, famous for his booming punches. Foreman continues to come in on Ali. He wants Ali bad. It's just a matter of trying to set him up to deliver the real heavy blow. Ali rifles into the right hand. Ali's face is not marked. George Foreman gets in a pretty good left to the body that time, underneath the rib cage of Muhammad Ali. Punch was hard to see on television, but he did score a pretty good punch inside. Ali doing what he did to some smaller men, leaning on George Foreman. There's a good right uppercut thrown by Foreman. Best punch he's thrown in a couple of rounds. Ali hangs on. Both fighters beginning to show signs of being tired. 30 seconds left in this round 7. Very even fight. Hard to tell exactly who would be out in front. Perhaps by a point, maybe 2. One way or the other. Looks like Ali could be out in front with the punches that he's scoring to the head of Foreman. Foreman tries to score some punches, definitely showing some fatigue in the waning seconds in round 7. Ali continues to talk. Foreman tries to deliver some shots to the body. The bell sounds, ending round 7.
At that time, Ali was getting tired. When he came back, and he said, I better get him this round because I'm getting tired.
Do you think Foreman's got a killer punch? If he lands one punch, can he save it?
Well, I would say, yeah, if it land on the target, any man can take a punch out. Can take you out with one punch. But George is fighting foolish.
Here we go. The bell sounds. Round number 8, and an even fight here live via satellite. A video techniques presentation worldwide. Ali working to the head of George Foreman. Ali scores again with a light left hand. That time a straight left bounces the head back of Foreman. A quick short jab with the right hand bounces the head around of Foreman. Foreman looking to deliver the real heavy blows. Now he's bouncing better. Almost falls out of the ring. Ali left that punch, twisted his body to the side, and the left hand went kind of over the shoulder. Ali bends him over. Zach Clayton right on the spot, the referee, chairman of the Pennsylvania State Boxing Commission. Ali, it seems to be, well, kind of going the way he wants. He's not dancing as much as we thought, but he seems able to control him. Now, some pretty good heavy right hand taken on the left side of the cheek by Ali. Good right hand thrown by Foreman that time. Again, for Foreman, it seems to be 1 or 2, maybe 3 good punches. That punch taken on the glove, that one slips by the left ear, tries to go with that right uppercut that felled Kenny Norton. The left hand again thrown out by Foreman. Both fighters now very much more fatigued than they were a round or so ago. The heat is pretty high here, around 80 degrees. The humidity is probably 85 to 90. At age 32, Muhammad Ali is bouncing around pretty good for the 24-year-old Foreman, hanging pretty tough in there. Again, I caution you to look for the one punch that George Foreman can deliver at any time. This man is devastating, to say the least. These punches are not at this particular time. Tried to pull a sneaky right hand on Ali. Ali hanging on, getting away with it. The left hand taken on the side of Ali's cheek. The left hook again on the side of the glove. Right hand by Foreman was not effective. The right uppercut did bounce the head a little bit. Punches will not hurt Ali. Ali just takes them, protecting his face at all times, does Ali. Foreman throwing more punches now. Maybe this could be the tactic of Ali to let the man punch himself out. 30 seconds left in round 8. Very even fight. Ali, a sneaky right hand. Another sneaky right hand. This time he works over the shoulder of Foreman. This is the combination. 3, 4, 5, 6. Foreman gets up to the knee. 8. That's it. The fight is stopped. Muhammad Ali, a dramatic 8-round knockout.
The unexpected happened. He knocked out Foreman.
Ali just outsmarted Foreman and outfought him in that fight.
Muhammad Ali has done it. The great man has done it. This is the most joyous scene ever seen in the history of boxing. This is an incredible scene. The place is going wild. Muhammad Ali has won. Muhammad Ali has won by a knockdown.
Very even fight.
I told Muhammad, get him out of there, back him up and get him out of there. But what happened, he was leaning, and George kept on missing. So what he did, spun him around, nailed him, 4-punch combination.
3, 4, 5, 6. Foreman gets up to the knee. 8. That's it. The fight is stopped. Muhammad Ali, a dramatic 8-round knockout. He knocks out George Foreman.
He's done it. Muhammad Ali has done it. Muhammad Ali has done it.
There is no longer any question. Ali is what he always insisted he was. Ali is the greatest. And there is even more to come.
You know, when you're the greatest in the world at doing something, it's got to be awfully hard to ever be convinced that you can't do it. And it's got to be awfully hard to ever be convinced that you should be doing something else. I mean, telling him to stop fighting was like telling Picasso to stop painting.
It is 1975. Ali has knocked out George Foreman to finally regain his crown and secure his stature as one of the greatest boxers of all time. Still, in his mind, he has unfinished business. Having split 2 memorable fights, Ali signs on for a 3rd match against his arch-rival, Smokin' Joe Frazier.
One minute he was standing so tall, the next second he began to fall. It was a first round knockout, 1 punch and then first round knockout, and he was out until a count of 10.
All of us thought he was shot. All of us thought he was finished. All of us thought it was going to be a nice, easy fight where Ali comes out, dances around, the heat, the dum-ba-dum-ba-dum, and knocks him out in 7, 8, 9 rounds, and it ain't gonna be that hard. That's what we figured. And I think Ali figured that too. He was running around being the #1 celebrity in the Philippines. He didn't train real hard. He didn't kill himself. It wasn't like the first fight.
Ali complicates matters by leaving his wife, Belinda, at home with their children and taking another woman, Veronica Porsche, to the Philippines.
We had a big reception when we got there, and that's when Muhammad introduced Veronica as his wife. Somebody tried to say it was in the paper that Muhammad was there with his wife, but he introduced Veronica because I was standing right there to Marcos and said, "This is my wife." You know, that's a game guy that can do that, especially when you have a wife back in the States.
And probably, you know, one of the most interesting moments of my life was the moment that I was interviewing Ali in Manila a couple of mornings before the fight with Frazier. We were doing this interview for the Today Show, sitting in the living room of his hotel suite, and at that moment, Belinda, his wife, arrived at the airport in the Philippines, having read in the newspapers and heard the reports about the woman, Veronica, his next wife, who was then in the Philippines.
I remember when Belinda arrived, she came right into the hotel. It was a quick arrival, quick departure.
And she burst into the suite as we were conducting this interview. Ali very gracefully excused himself, went into the bedroom with Belinda. From the bedroom, there came loud noises, raised voices, you might say. And Angelo Dundee, ever the diplomat, turned to me and to my camera crew and said, "I think maybe we should go get a cup of coffee," which we did. We went downstairs, had a cup of coffee, waited about an hour, came back up. There was peace, there was no blood in sight, and we finished the interview.
Gotta hold the gorilla. Gotta capture the gorilla.
Ali, psychologically savage, Frazier.
I don't want to be brand with that.
I'm just gonna hit you on your head. I'll hit your head.
Forget about the
I'm
head
just gonna hit you on
situation.
your head.
What about your body?
And not really recognizing that he was really being a little too cruel.
It's gonna be a thriller and a chiller and a killer when I get the gorilla in Manila.
Dug deep into Frazier's psyche. I mean, you know, it was just, you start to kid with a guy and you start to get under his skin, and when any little thing you say becomes huge. Well, Frazier was that. By this time, he had really perfected his act. He had a little gorilla he'd pull out and punch the little gorilla, and he had a Chilla in Manila, Chilla in Manila with a thriller in Manila with a gorilla in Manila. By the time he got through rhyming Chilla, thriller, Manila, gorilla, I mean, he just wouldn't stop. He had 15 new rhymes every day.
Well, number one, he's too ugly to be the world heavyweight champion. Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier is so ugly, his face should be donated to the Bureau of Wildlife.
Man's too slow. Man's too ugly. Man can't think. He's a geechee. He's nonsense. There he is, Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier. All right, get him out of here. You make me nervous. Get him out of here, man.
But Frazier was training hard. I mean, Frazier was training hard.
You really want to hurt him, do you, for 15 rounds?
You better believe it, 15 rounds. Well, don't do that now, you know. I got something to tell him.
He says that he's going to whisper something to you the first clinch. Mm-hmm. Do you have any guess what he's going to whisper?
Whatever it is, I'm going to whisper right back to him the same thing.
Ali Frazier 3 was Ali Frazier 3. There's nothing to compare it to. We come into this arena in Quezon City. There's no air conditioning. It's a circular arena, so there's like a gap between the roof and the top of the cement. And air ostensibly comes through there, and there are some kind of ceiling fans, you know. That's the theory. In practice, the referee should have been Dante, and I guess Veronica should have been Beatrice, because this was a trip through hell.
So when the fight started, first of all, to set the scene, it was 10 o'clock in the morning. It was an enormously hot day in a closed arena that didn't have air conditioning, and packed. I mean, you couldn't get another person in there sideways. They were hanging in the, when they say hanging in the rafters, they were hanging in the rafters.
Proudly present the Thriller in Manila. Introducing, in the blue corner, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA, the challenger and former heavyweight champion of the world, Joe Frazier. Kentucky, USA, the heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali. Ali. 15 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world.
Frazier smiling as Ali talks to him. It's 15 rounds. The ring is 21 by 21, a rather large ring.
Which is beneficial for Ali.
And which should help the champion. It's 15 rounds, and here is round one. Staying low to get away from that jab. Frazier smiling. Ali opening up fast. To work the body. Frazier keeps smiling as he corners Ali to the rope. Ali beats him to the punch. The referee Carlos Padilla. Doesn't want to get trapped on the rope. Good punches by Frazier now as he's got Ali on the rope. Ali with the rope-a-dope. Frazier looking for an opening here. This was almost a replica of Ali and Foreman last year.
I remember one exchange right in front of us, right over where we were at, where he was just coming on. Frazier was coming on. He thumped 2 tremendous body shots. And Ali, because he likes to talk to people and get them off their game, said, and they told me you were through, Joe. And they told me you were finished, Joe. And Joe said, they lied, champ. They lied, and thumped him 2 more great hooks to the body. And when he got through thumping his body, because he was smaller and Ali was taller, Ali had 2 tremendous blood blisters where his hip bone is. Big hematomas, collections of purple collections of blood. He took a beating like you could never believe anybody could take a beating. But such is a measure of Ali's toughness.
Coming up to round 6. 1/3.
The tactics had to be the same. They had to be the same because of his stature and his strengths.
In the first fight, Eddie had figured that whenever Ali dropped his hand to uppercut, which was a favorite thing, he'd drop his hand, then he was completely free to throw a hook at the same moment he threw it, and that caught him and dropped him. He hit him a million times with that hook. Eddie was right. Futch was right on the money.
I don't know what they score for aggressiveness in the Philippines, but Frazier has been the aggressor all the way.
But nothing happened. Because Ali, I don't know what made that guy take that kind of punch. He wasn't built like a guy could take a punch. He's built like a ballet dancer. I mean, he seemed like you could just knock him right over. But he was an incredibly tough man and more competitive than anybody could possibly dream of or write of.
Landed a punch, that's why I thought it was Ali. Ali dancing for the first time.
The fight went in segments. First, Ali did real good. Then Joe came back and said, no, I'm still here, and here comes some of mine. And then he came on real good.
This is a good round for Frazier.
Well, as I said earlier, Joe is really starting to smoke. It looked a little shaky from the go, but Joe is starting to smoke, and I think we're going on at a pretty good pace now, and either man may win it right now.
Here's round 8. Ali's trunks are dropping little by little. The supporter is obvious now. No knockdowns. by Ali. Round 11, 5 to go. Ali alternately dancing, fighting flat-footed, and going to the rope. Joe got off the ropes that time. Now this is a switch. Joe is on the rope. Super fight all the way here in the Philippine Coliseum. So far, a good round for Ali. Over in Frazier's corner. Referee trying to get them out of there. Frazier teeing off on Ali now with the right hand. Ali will probably open up all of a sudden. A minute to go in the round.
We had a signal when it become 30 seconds, I would let him know it's 30 seconds. And when it become 15 seconds, I would let him know. When it become 10 or 5 seconds, I would let him know. We did this in order for Ali to finish the round strong. Say, for instance, if he had been slacking in the round and come 30 seconds, he want to finish strong to attract judges and the referees' eyes. He would get the opponent in the corner wherever he had and turn loose on him. This enabled Ali to finish strong to attract the judge and the referee's eyes and attention.
15 seconds to go in the round. Around the neck. Big round for Ali. Ali slipped. Ali holding. Frazier looked awful tired. is puffed around both eyes now. Ken Norton.
John, for the first time, Frazier sustained a small cut under his right eye.
And he's very puffy under those eyes.
Very puffy.
Lost his mouthpiece again. I didn't see it come out.
As long as the cut is under the eye, it shouldn't be too bad for him because the blood cannot run into the eye.
Getting a little smelling salts there, Ken. We're waiting for round 14. I would think that Ali has regained the command of the fight.
That's very true. Ali seems to coast until he sees an opening. When he has the opening, he seems to throw a big, rapid flurry. This has been Joe's downfall. Joe cannot match hand speed with him, so when Ali throws a quick flurry, Joe is very vulnerable. Very vulnerable.
Joe has taken a lot of punishment in the last couple of rounds. Anyway, we're coming up to round 14. I
got 8-4-1.
Ali has gone out for a knockout, I think, in this round. Whether he gets it or not is something else. What about the interview in the ring?
So that when in the 14th round, Ali just about took his head off. I mean, I was just cringing. I was praying that they'd stop it for Joe's sake. I mean, we were close to fatality there. And the heat had depleted them. They were both so dehydrated. They were in such danger. I mean, the place was like a time bomb. It was like 4 more punches and you go to the hospital and get your head pumped or something. You know, it was like a terrible moment.
Frazier's badly hurt. The biggest round of the fight for anybody. Frazier was within a punch or two of going down. The doctor comes up and looks at Frazier. I think it's going to be over. It's all over.
Well, the fight ended because Muhammad was doing a number on Joe Frazier, and Eddie Futch, who's a tremendous human being, realized that it was the end of the road because I didn't know what the heck was keeping Joe up. I think Joe would have got himself knocked out because he didn't see the right-hand shots coming, and Muhammad was really zeroing in with his shots, and Joe couldn't get out of the way of the punches. That's why I think Eddie stopped the fight because he couldn't get out of the way of the punches.
Now, what would have happened, many people say, if Frazier had gotten up? Ali would have gotten up and gone out and given him another big whipping. He didn't measure himself to 15 and that's it. He went to 15, and if they said it's one more, he'll go one more.
I don't know no other fighter today besides myself who could beat Joe Frazier. I know no one else today besides me who could beat him the way he fought tonight. He would have whooped anybody.
I thought that my man fought a good fight, and I guess we'll be beating each other sometime again, I hope anyway. But when you see him and I, it's always to be a fight, that's a promise.
He said that's the closest to come to death anybody can come. In the 14th round when he's sitting on that stool, he said he was ready to quit if Joe hadn't quit.
I think after that third fight with Joe Frazier, it was so harsh.
But here, come on, show me how strong are you.
Ali's fight in Tokyo with Antonio Inoki was basically Bob Arum thought up scam that was going to be ha-ha, ho-ho, we're going to go over there, it's going to be orchestrated, it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's just a joke. And when we got over there, we found out nobody was laughing.
So this is round one of the 15th round. Inoki tries a dive. He tries another dive with Muhammad Ali. Down the farthest spot. Now Inoki can
Finally, the end of the 15th round, Eileen Eaton's son was the referee. He calls it a draw, right? And the draw, so fine, okay, it was terrible, it was embarrassing, but Ali is bleeding from the legs, right? He gets an infection in his legs, almost has to have an amputation. Not only the Norton fight would have been not happened, but Ali could have been a cripple for the rest of his life.
I thought beating Frazier, certainly the hint was there that you don't need to do this anymore, or much more. He fought various other fights that were easy money to make and so forth, but he fought some very tough ones along in there. I thought the real cutoff place was Norton in Yankee Stadium.
Damn, look.
I don't make no prediction on no round, but this will be just as great because I've never knocked out Norton. I stopped Joe Frazier. I stopped George Foreman. I ain't never stopped Norton. Excuse me for biting my lip, but this is what colorful do when they get mad.
Kenny, this doesn't come under the heading of news, but Ali is talking knockout.
Well, that's his prerogative. He can say what he wants to say. It's a free country, it's a free world, and man's a free man, so he can say what he wants to say, right?
Watch how great men come back. Watch how great men prove critics wrong. Get your tickets and come to watch me knock Norton out. I will knock Norton out. Hey.
Norton is forcing Ali to change his style now.
That's correct. Ali has not been too effective with his flat-footed and rope-a-dope style, so he's going to try something just a little bit different.
Ali, in his true style, shouldn't have had any difficulty with Norton because Ali would dance and prance and extend his jabs and he could throw a right cross with both feet, not even on the canvas, and hit you with it. You know, he was that kind of had that dexterity in his footwork, and it was all coordinated with his arms and legs.
Ali moves and he can stick with that punch, that left. Every time the crowd reacts to something Ali does, it wakes him right up.
Now you might ask if Ali is effective this way, why he doesn't do it more often. The answer is that at age 34, he cannot sustain this kind of attack.
Yeah, Ali can't do this more than 3 or 4 rounds. That's a hard right by Kenny. He got Ali in the corner.
You see Norton strut to his corner?
Oh, yeah. Ali is on a hard there taking those punches. Norton is taking all these punches.
Comes back with a nice jab.
When the title fight is on the line like this, you wonder what's going through the opponent's mind, the champion's mind, but you don't have to wonder what's going through the challenger's mind. That title is on his mind. Norton comes back with a right. Now Norton hollers at him.
They got a little scuffle after the bell that time.
Yes. Yeah, this fight here is going to be something. Crowd here at Yankee Stadium. I think this could be the winning round. Whoever wins this round could win the fight here tonight, just like the second Ali-Norton fight 3 years ago. A lot of fans are cheering for Ali. Norton is talking to Ali.
The 15th round was the round that was going to clinch this. I heard Norton's corner say to him, now look, you got this fight in your vest pocket. You're winning. Go out there, don't get careless. You mean...
Back with the left. 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the 15th and final round of this championship fight at Yankee Stadium. Norton lunges in. Norton may be getting a little too anxious. Norton is saying, I haven't finished with you yet. Less than a minute in the 15th round. And the fight is just about even. Ali is jabbing, he's dancing, and he's moving. Ali is coming in with some blows. Norton is getting wild in the 15th round.
The way he did the other in the 15th round. He's all over him, chasing him.
Now he tags Ali with a hard right. Comes back to the body of Ali. As we look at the crowd over there, Ali's side.
Norton says, hey, he's shouting at him. Norton's shouting at him. Slayton picks him up. I think Norton has won this fight. I'll be very surprised if Norton has not won this fight.
And it's a very close fight. This was a...
Scores the fight. 8 rounds, Ali. 6 rounds, Norton. 1 even.
And now Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is the winner. And still the heavyweight champion.
Bo Dennis. I thought it was a terrible decision, bluntly.
You think you won it?
I do, yes.
Won it big. Would you like another shot at Muhammad?
Yes, as soon as possible.
Although the record books will show that you won tonight, you really don't sound very happy about it. You kind of sound like the loser.
Yeah, I lost. I got beat.
He thought he lost. He said to me, I'm through, I got to get out of here. I'm not going to fight anymore. He said to me, and we were alone in the dressing room right after the fight. There was a momentary surcease in activity. I was alone with him for a moment, and he said, I lost that fight, and I shouldn't fight again. And I said, you better say that again. You're starting to fall apart. You can't fight again. And he said, I won't. I said, yeah, but you will.
But of course, Ali does fight again. In 1978, he loses his title in a decision to Leon Spinks. Late in the year, Ali wins the rematch, becoming the only fighter ever to win the heavyweight title 3 times. Ali's boxing skills have clearly eroded, but his presence as a global figure is still unequaled. So Ali retires and becomes a global ambassador for his causes, peace, goodwill, and the Nation of Islam. Everyone, from world leaders to barefoot children, smiles at the mention of his name and beams at the opportunity to meet him.
A few days after defeat, can you believe all of this? A few days after so-called defeat, they don't recognize that. All of these people, look at these people. This is a blessing from Almighty God. These are my fans, my people, because I put God first. The book says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, then all things shall come to you. Ain't this living proof? People running for miles. People running for miles just to see and meet the champion.
He's on the attack and a big right there to Ali's jaw. And Ali coming back, but he looked hurt by that one. Well, he's got to keep the fight at long range if he's going to tame this boy, because he's a local schoolboy champion and he's undefeated. A little bit of fun there from Ali, but he looks in trouble. His right eye is nearly closing, and he's down. Only the fourth time in his career he's been put down by Sally Banks, Henry Cooper, Joe Frazier, and now 12-year-old Gasuddin, and the crowd can't believe it. Ali tottering to his corner.
Never before in the annals of diplomacy has there been a journey quite like that of Mr. Ambassador Muhammad Ali, sent to Africa by the president to drum up support for a boycott of the Moscow Olympics.
You learned a lot, so did we, and I'm very grateful for the results that you obtained. Good luck to you, and I look forward to getting a good report from you.
Not here to change nobody's mind or brainwash them or push our views on them. We're just here to let the people know what's happening and how we feel, and they make their own decisions. Coming on this mission is something that I wanted to do myself. It is my strong belief that a great injustice has been done to mankind by Russia overtaking and killing people of Afghanistan.
But the ring still lures him, and in 1980, Ali announces that he is coming back. Again, he wants to fight for the title, currently held by Larry Holmes.
I shall return. I will regain it on the 3rd.
What is it that motivates a retired champion to come back?
To be champion again. That's what motivates you, to be champion. And once you've been there, it's something to be sitting in that thing, you know? And then that's what motivates you, to be champion again. And I think that's what Ali's thinking about.
We're going. Get ready, champ. Get ready. Get ready, champ. Get ready, champ. Get ready.
Champion of all champions, Ali will fall. He won't go 8 rounds, I predict it. Ali will fall. The old man is in serious trouble.
I know the history of Larry Holmes. I saw Larry work with Muhammad in a gymnasium. Muhammad could handle a Larry Holmes.
Got to give me my just dues on the fight. It's a Holmes-Ali fight. It's not an Ali-Holmes fight. It's Holmes-Ali. And Ali had his day. This is my day. I say Ali used to float like a butterfly. He used to sting like a bee. But when he fight Larry Holmes, he'll fall in round 3.
I'm gonna fall in 3. You was crazy. You slapped me.
That's just the beginning of what you're gonna get. You ain't knocked nobody out in 67, 76, and you say you're gonna knock me out. I ain't never been out 35 fights.
I'm gonna knock you out, and you scared of me. You know you meeting your master. You know you meeting your master.
I swear to God. I'm knocking you out.
Knock me out. You are my sparring partner. Remember that. You are my sparring partner. And listen, I'm superior. I'm the world's greatest.
That's all I know. No, great fight. No, wait a minute, don't tell us now. No, y'all ain't gonna get it. No, we gonna get paid for this one. We get paid for this one. You were the greatest. You were the greatest.
I was the greatest.
You don't have to hold it. You ain't no fool.
Is it a great spectacle? It's the greatest event that I've ever put together because I have a brother fighting a son, Ali being the brother who opened the door for me, and Larry Holmes being a son whom I watched develop and grow into the heavyweight champion. I would be remiss as a father if I did not stand beside the son.
I had a very difficult time at first when I signed the fight for Muhammad Ali because he was a legend. And nobody wanted to see this guy get beat. And a lot of people in the boxing business and the media business knew that my chances was 90% chances that I would win the fight. And a lot of people didn't understand that. But to get out of the shadow that Ali cast upon me was to fight him. And that's what I did.
Muhammad was in the best shape of his life. He couldn't be better, trained properly. He got to look like the young Muhammad Ali, the physique, the big shoulders. I couldn't understand it, you know, and afterward, naturally, I found out he was taking thyroid pills.
I think this is the only time I saw fear in Ali's face before the fight. We came in the ring first, due to who Holmes was the champ at that time. So when Holmes came in the ring, Ali kept signifying. So Holmes walked over to us, which Ali and I were standing side by side, and he hit Ali with an elbow punch, like in the chest. And it's the first time I saw a little fear or a little doubt in Ali's eyes.
It was a contest. He was out there giving a bit of an argument. His left hand was going into play, but it got worse and worse as we went along.
Ali didn't do any sweating. Didn't sweat at all. The towel that I always carry on my shoulders to wipe the sweat off Ali, I used it myself coming up and down the stairs, but Ali didn't sweat at all, and we didn't know why. Later on, we discovered he had been taking those pills, and they had dried him up. So as he kept fighting and not sweating, automatically lost all his ability to perform or even almost stand. And I said, "You're not dancing. I keep giving you a signal to dance. You're not dancing." So he leaned back and told me, he says, "I'm tired." So when he told me that, I just pulled right back and didn't say no more, because I know if he make the statement that he was tired, he was tired.
So when he started taking that licking against the
return.
Right on. Muhammad Ali and Larry Holmes, y'all. Two great champions. This man who helped me grow, this man helped me in his camp, gave me the opportunity to learn and to be with him, to see what a champion is really all about. More important than all of being a champion, giving me a chance to see what a great human being he really is. And I love the man and don't care what nobody say about it, and I respect him one hell of a lot.
Why'd you whoop me like that?
Well, I had to whoop you because it was you or me.
I would like Muhammad to stop because he's got nothing to prove. He's done everything. He's the best thing that ever happened to boxing. But I would want Muhammad Ali to be involved in boxing because all of us will be lesser people in this world without Muhammad Ali.
Well, after the fight, Ali checked into the UCLA Medical Center where he was given a thorough examination, and here's Don Oliver with the story.
Ali said he checked into the hospital because he hadn't felt well before last week's fight, and he wanted to know what was wrong.
I wasn't myself the night for Holmes. I couldn't get away from punches. My timing was off. My reflexes were slow. And I was weak and tired after the first round.
Ultimately, it is determined that Ali suffers from Parkinson's syndrome, probably caused from receiving so many blows to the head in the ring. His speech is slurred and his movements are slower, but his spirit remains strong. In 1986, Ali marries for the 4th time to Lonnie Williams, a woman from Louisville he's known for more than 20 years.
Muhammad and I are best friends. We're husband and wife, and he's also like my brother. So it's an unusual combination.
I used to babysit him.
You really did?
Yes. I always say I mother him because I have a very strong motherly instinct. But I do take care of him in a way that I think a wife should take care of her husband. I think that is proper. But Muhammad is my baby.
Muhammad Ali underwent neurological tests at a New York hospital today. The 42-year-old former heavyweight boxing champion is suffering from a disorder of the nervous system that has slurred his speech and slowed his motions.
Are you worried at all?
Worried about what? What you talking about, man?
There have been stories in the paper that say that you could be seriously sick.
They said I'm crazy. There have been stories about my draft dodger, stories about I changed my name, I was crazy. Stories about Parkinson. Now, when you get Parkinson, you shake, right? Am I shaking?
Nope. Not noticeable.
If I had Parkinson, I'd be shaking.
No matter what happens to him, the Muhammad Ali story is a triumphant story because he did triumph and he did change his own life and he changed the lives of so many other people. He affected millions of people and he got them to raise their aspirations and he got them to achieve things that they couldn't have achieved.
I'm a healthy 34-year-old woman, and I can't keep up with this man, but he consistently does it.
I have that picture, ma'am. That picture you took that, I know what that was.
About 2 years old.
I was 4. Oh, look at that voice. Look at baby. I was so shy.
What people don't know about Muhammad is Muhammad's very healthy. He may not be Muhammad that they knew 15 years ago, but Muhammad's very healthy. He has what they call Parkinson's syndrome. He does not have Parkinson's disease. Muhammad really is very easy to live with by himself. He's quiet. Most of the time he gets up early at 5 to pray. And he starts reading the Quran, or he may go downstairs and sign Islamic literature to pass out, pre-sign it, as he says.
Ali's story reads like a biblical tale of a prophet who came from humble beginnings and went on to unite the world by becoming the most famous man in it. His life is a tribute to all of us, to the possibility inherent in humanity, to the importance of standing for something, fighting for your beliefs, and to the triumph of courage over fear. Ultimately, his message was a love of life, a love of people, reminding us of our own humanity by remembering to laugh at himself.
I think Muhammad's greatest contribution to the world is his selflessness. Muhammad is such a giving person. He doesn't even like to admit how giving he is. And when you have people like this in the world that you can model yourself after, if you care to model yourself after, if you try to model yourself after, we'd have such a beautiful place to live in. Because Muhammad's such a beautiful person.
Another one, Sonny Rabo.
I never wanted to come to that day where I looked on Ali and felt sorry for him or for myself. Since he's a reflection of all of us who grew up with him, you realize you're getting older too, and maybe you ain't what you used to be either.
I must be the greatest. I told the world. I shook up the world. I shook up the world.
You feel good being around him, and you want to stay with him. You don't want him to go because you enjoy the feeling so.
Another sneaky right hand. This time he works over the shoulder a moment.
He was a remarkable person in the society. Who else could have gravitated from the White House to Buckingham Palace to the Kremlin?
The most important thing to me about Muhammad Ali is he's the greatest modern warrior that I know. He's the greatest warrior of my time.